What's going on, everybody? I hope all is well. I'm going to be doing something that really is not new to the total gym community or sliding bench trainer community, and many people have recommended this to me that I go ahead and try this. And I'll be able to get into maybe later in this video why I never had the inclination to do this, but this is the first time I'm going to be trying this and attempting it. I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it, and by that I mean elevating, raising, jacking up your machine on some sort of surface. Now, I should say before I get going into this that I am not recommending this to everybody. You can just do this at your own risk. You're simply just watching me do this. I'm sure the machine is not really built for this. So I just want to get that out of the way. And I will say, I'm using a flat bench here, which actually worked out pretty well for me. But if theoretically, if I was going to recommend this or something like this to somebody, I would recommend a nice, sturdy, stable bench. There's two I linked down below on Amazon that took me a little bit of time to kind of find that I think have a wide base. One folds up, one does not. I think the cheaper one, the Amazon one, works out really well. So I'll link those down below if you're looking for like a sturdy, solid bench. And I think I've actually linked these down below on my channel in the past as like recommended equipment. So if you didn't have something like this, it's actually pretty good. But definitely some sort of strong, sturdy surface if someone was going to try something like this. Now, what you're going to see in this video is me attempting a variety of different exercises at progressively higher inclines in the tower. I'll even try a couple different machines. You'll see this Apex G1 that I'll even compare it to how the Total Gym Fit feels as well. And then you'll even see me prop this machine up on top of that windowsill there towards the end. And I'll kind of comment on that. My wife thought I was a little nuts. Off camera, before I started filming, I did a couple moves where I was facing down on the machine, doing pull-ups. This way I could actually visibly see the base on the bench. But this is the first time what you're seeing on camera, me doing some exercises facing away, which I'm not going to lie, was a little scary because I had no idea if that thing was sliding off or the bench is starting to move and I'd slide off. So it took me some time to kind of warm up to it to make sure I felt kind of safe and secure, which kind of leads me to why I never attempted this in the first place, even though I kind of knew about it for some time and people were constantly suggesting I try it. One was that, ironically, I thought it was a little risky. And again, I say ironic because people often accuse me of trying like high-risk moves when I'm standing on the total gym. This just felt a little bit riskier to me. And I think mostly because a lot of the exercises or I should say the workouts that I do tend to be a little more faster pace, and I kind of rip into the machine a little bit more. So I didn't really trust this thing was going to actually stay on the surface, whatever I was using. And the other reason why is I just didn't feel like I really needed it. I was getting great workouts and great tension, great resistance off just what the Total Gym was capable of doing. So I didn't really feel like I needed to. So with that out of the way, my initial thoughts so far as I'm doing these was I'll admit that I think I was wrong and I'm missing out. I shouldn't say wrong, but I really was missing out on some things. This definitely is kind of a game changer. I'll say that for sure. Where for sure you can up the resistance and up the intensity with some resistance bands or a weight bar attachment, some external weights. But this definitely raised the resistance for specific exercises, such as definitely back exercises. You'll see me do some back exercises like this one right here, for instance, where this is kind of making like a Y pull down. I got my hands out kind of like in a Y and I'm kind of pulling down off to the side. Not exactly a pullover. You can't really see it here. I'm kind of going off to the side, like I said, in a Y, not doing a straight pullover. That feels really good in the lats. Back in general, honestly, everything, but especially chest stuff. You'll see, especially when this thing gets up to like the highest incline, or even when I crank it up to the very top of the windowsill there, it just makes everything progressively harder, as if you're going up the tower even higher and higher. And that's basically what it feels like. It doesn't feel too awkward unless you get to the extreme highest height, which you'll see me in a couple different scenarios trying to get in certain positions. I'm not sliding off the machine. That was a problem at some of the heights and for some moves, but in generally I'm kind of staying stable on the machine. As I'm watching this, it looks like the thing might be kind of rickety, especially at this, now you're seeing at the extreme tower height. And right here, as I'm watching this video, it definitely looks a little bit kind of scarier than it really felt than me just simply watching it. But definitely for chest stuff, it really feels like you can, towards the end, you'll see me do like various kind of decline presses. It almost feels like you're replicating a decline press, and for sure ups the chest intensity a lot higher than anything else I've tried before. That feels a little more natural. I prefer this definitely to the resistance bands as far as adding increased tension on the chest. Tricep extensions here, this is almost a little too difficult because of the intensity, but anything upper body wise, I guess is what I'm trying to say, definitely increases the intensity. Now here's going to be the part that I thought was actually really cool. It looks pretty crazy, but This also worked out perfectly based on my setup, and that's me setting this up for a pull-up. And my wife thought I'm going to break the window or something, but this worked out totally fine. If this felt like the most secure to me, again, I can't say that will this machine buckle in some way, or could one of those, like that one strap, that one like bar going across the machine, could that break? I don't know. But this felt really awesome. I mean, this definitely totally takes away any need for a pull-up bar, or that pull-up bar off to the side. I mean, this makes pull-ups already a lot harder than they already were, in my opinion. So that's pretty cool. Even the inverted presses, so these shoulder presses definitely were pretty challenging, pretty difficult. Just like the other ones, though, I'm still kind of cautious as I'm going. It's going nice and slow to make sure this thing doesn't slide off, or I'm putting any kind of direct pressure. But so far, off of everything I've tried, all the variety of exercises I tried, granted I was being careful with it, the thing didn't really move too much. I felt pretty good with that. Now I wanted to see, out of curiosity, if it felt any difference with my Total Gym Fit, so a bigger model. And you're going to see me just kind of set that up here. And basically, I didn't notice any difference. I didn't feel like one was more or less stable. Definitely the Fit obviously feels a little more stable because it's a bigger base and is a little bit smoother, but that just has to do with the design. But as far as, you know, being stable on the actual bench or making any difference there, I didn't really notice anything too different. It was good, especially here, but always to have the Total Gym Fit model with the greater number of increments in the middle, like, so you could really kind of fine tune the setting you wanted to get at. For some reason, it might have just been towards the end of this workout, I did a couple things with chest that I really felt like with this model at this high setting, or these particular angles, that I could really kind of dig in and do almost like kind of like a decline chest press. You'll see that towards the end of the workout. But overall, this is something for sure in the future I will be doing a lot more of this. If there's any negative part of this, I guess with my workouts that I do, like I said, I like to kind of move at a faster pace. I like to kind of jump between exercises really quickly, and even just, you know, going from putting this onto a bench versus not a bench. It's pretty easy, I guess, to just throw this up on a bench. It's not like that part actually takes any time, but it just forces you to kind of move at a slower pace. But I'm sure that the more I do this, the more I'll get used to it, the more I probably have to be careful, because I will probably be a little too trusting and get used to just, you know, flying around this. So this is definitely something, as with anything, that's something that has a little bit of a risk. You just got to keep your wits about yourself. Don't get too comfortable and just take it easy. And again, maybe someone can comment down below what any kind of long-term damage this potentially could do to a machine, because there's a lot of people who watch this channel that have been doing this for many years. So definitely comment down below if you have any experience that we should kind of know about. But that's it, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You'll probably see me doing more of this in the future. Any of your questions, comments, feedback, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.